Today we're talking all about whether or not you can make money from crocheting and knitting, but I don't want you to just take my advice. I've got tips, tricks, and secrets from some of the industry's top leaders, and I cannot wait to share them with you all. Hi, I'm Elise from the blog LePetitSaintCrochet.com, and when I began thinking about wanting to make crocheting and knitting a business, I'm really glad that I didn't listen to some of the advice that well-meaning people were trying to give me. I actually had several people who said, well, that can't be a business. You can't make money from crocheting and knitting. No one will ever pay you to do any of those things. I'm so glad that I listened to my instinct and I stuck with it, and I'm going to share with you exactly the process for how I went from growing my hobby into a little business for myself. And full disclosure, I don't make a full-time income for myself, but I have replaced the income from a part-time job that I used to have. So I am thrilled with that. But I'm going to be sharing with you people who are actually making full-time incomes from their crocheting and knitting. And I want you to open your mind up to all the possibilities. But you're going to find links for everything in the description box below. So all of the people that I'm talking about, all the resources, everything is going to be there for you. So the first person that I reached out to when I was thinking about doing this video was Sarah Jane from Bella Coco Crochet. She is the queen of the handmade business. I really look up to Sarah Jane, and I'm sure that you know about the Bella Coco Crochet empire. She has over 1 million subscribers here on YouTube. She has her own yarn subscription box, and she is just killing it out there. And when I reached out to her on Instagram, I didn't actually think she would respond because, you know, she's got an empire to run, but she did respond, and she was so generous and said, I would love to give some advice for people who are beginning this and would love to start making their hobby into a business, something that can actually help their families. So here's the quote that she gave us, and I think that it is fantastic, and it's the perfect one to start this off. Sarah Jane wrote, when it comes to making money from your hobby, the biggest hurdle is mindset. For a start, you have to wholeheartedly believe that it's possible to make 6 figures or more by doing what you love. Then it's a matter of thinking outside the box and setting up multiple revenue streams. But most of all, just keep going. I could not agree more with Sarah Jane about your mindset. You have to believe deep down within yourself that it is possible. Even if you have doubts, because trust me, I have doubts all the time, and I'm sure Sarah Jane did in the beginning. But when you start to believe in yourself and knowing that, yes, I can do this, it may not look exactly the way I think it's going to look, but open yourself up to the possibility, that's when it starts to get really good. Sarah Jane told me a little secret, and she said that I could share it with you guys as well, but she is coming out with a course for how to create a business from your hobby. Be on the lookout for that. Make sure you're subscribed to her YouTube channel and follow her on Instagram, because she is going to be coming out with this course, and I can't wait for it because she knows what she's talking about, obviously. Thank you so very much, Sarah Jane. I so appreciate you reaching out to little old me to give us all of this great information. The next thing we're going to talk about is diversification. So in the beginning, you may be thinking that there's only one way to make money from crocheting and knitting. A lot of us start off with just one thing, but what's really important is to start looking for all of the different opportunities. I started out with selling finished objects, but I'm going to show you that I started to diversify and open myself up to different streams of revenue. And that really is the way that most of us make money doing this crochet and knitting business thing. And Lee from Coco Crochet Lee also gave me a fantastic quote to share with you guys. Lee said, when you start out crocheting, you think the only way to earn a living is by selling your finished makes. Once you realize that there is an entire world revolving around crochet that includes opportunities for pattern sales, blogging, videography, tech editing, authorship, and more, it becomes easier to expand your vision and goals. So Coco Crochet Lee is coming out with a brand new book. It is her official Harry Potter crochet book, and I am so excited about this book. I've already pre-ordered it, so make sure to check out the link in the description box below. When I first started, I began by selling finished toys. And what was great about that is that it helped me to see that there was something that other people were willing to pay me to do. And that gave me the confidence that this could become something of a business that could help me and also my family. One of the accounts that I really love and who is doing a fantastic job with this is Mama Made Minis. I absolutely love everything that they are doing. They are selling handmade toys and blankets and little clothing items for babies and toddlers. And one thing that I really want you to notice about it is that the branding for Mama Made Minis is very specific. They know their audience, they know who they're talking to, they know their customer. Every piece feels like it's part of a collection. Lindsay from Mama Made Minis gave us this advice: determine your brand and focus on that customer. Do your best to stay on brand and authentic to products that are unique to your vision. It's easy to get caught up as a maker in all the different things you can make, but we always try to ask ourselves if we are making something because we can, or is it something that truly adds value for our customer and total assortment. Choose something that is close to your heart and makes you want to create authentically. You will be surprised how many people can relate to the same things and will love your products because it means something special to them as well. If you're thinking about selling finished objects, try to maybe think in that vein that you want to know who your customer is. So start thinking about, are you making things for babies, children, adults? Who are you making your products for? Maybe come up with a color palette that you're going to use these specific colors. That way it all looks like a cohesive collection. And she also has a wonderful shop and everything is very organized looking. So if you're thinking of selling finished objects, make sure to check out Mama Made Minis on Instagram and their store. The next way to make money from crocheting and knitting is to teach locally. I actually became a certified crochet instructor through the Craft Yarn Council. That way I could teach in local yarn shops, and I had a little piece of paper that said, hey, I'm official, I actually know what I'm doing. And that also gave me confidence to know I know what I'm doing when it comes to crochet, and I could teach others. So if you want to teach locally and you would like to make some money doing it, make sure to check out the Certified Instructor Program. I'll leave my video about it in the description box below because it's a great program and it will get your feet wet and you can start making money. As much as I enjoyed it teaching in a local yarn shop, I began to feel its limits pretty quickly. At most, I could have 8 to 10 students in a class so that I could give people individual attention. And I also started to think about the fact that when I wanted to learn how to do something new, I went to YouTube. I began looking into how to share what I love and what I know with others. And that led me to starting my blog and then eventually starting the YouTube channel. And the best thing that I ever did, and I want to encourage you guys to do this, is that I took a blogging and a YouTube course from Lisa from Farmhouse on Boone. Although she's not in the crocheting and knitting niche, I also realized that we would have probably a pretty similar audience. And I am so glad that I took this course. I'm going to leave a link for the course in the description box below. I highly recommend them, and they're both one of the most economical choices that I could find. But YouTube and blogging have been fantastic for me as far as streams of revenue. Now, it took some time to start making money on YouTube and on my blog. I actually have a video all about how I got monetized on YouTube if you would like to see that, and I also have one about my income about a year after I was monetized. So I will leave links for both of those videos in the description box below as well. In those courses, I learned not just how to start a blog and how to start a YouTube channel and make videos, but I learned how to monetize them to make them a business. Another way to make money from crocheting and knitting is to sell supplies to crocheters and knitters. There are people who hand dye yarn and sell it. There are people who make stitch markers. They make project bags. There are even people who hand carve crochet hooks. So there are a lot of different opportunities to make money selling supplies to crocheters and knitters. Another way is with printables, whether you are selling your patterns or you have some type of printable that you could offer to crocheters and knitters. So for example, personal plug here, check out my shop. I have the amigurumi adoption kits and I have some other really great printables for crocheters and knitters, and you'll find a link to my shop in the description box below. But someone who is killing it with their printables is Anna from The Naughty Boss. Anna sells printable tags and packaging for makers. She had a lot to say, and this is what I love about Anna is that she is always willing to share her expertise with others. I encourage makers to think outside of the box when it comes to generating income in this space. Selling finished pieces or patterns is probably the first thing people think to do. Crafting merch might be second, but there's so much more. Utilize your other skills and knowledge to create your own niche in this fiber space that will make you stand out from everyone else. If you're a math whiz, maybe you can offer services for pattern grading. If you speak, read, write another language, maybe become a pattern translator. If you love to organize, become the next Marie Kondo for crafty folks and have a blog with tips and tricks on yarn organization. When I started crocheting, I noticed there was a lack of options when it came to pre-made packaging for handmade items. Everything looked crafty or boho, which was not my personal style preference. I wanted to create an option for those who were looking for something more streamlined and modern. My graphic design background definitely helped with being able to design my printables and make sure I offer them at the highest quality. However, being a crocheter and maker helped me understand which printables were actually needed for markets and how to make them most efficient to print and use, since I was also the customer. Do something nobody else is doing. Anna is amazing, and if you have not seen her printables, you absolutely need to. Thank you so much, Anna, for that information. It is fantastic. Reshma from Hello Lavender is also doing an amazing job with her handmade business. She has transitioned to making stitch markers, and this is what she had to say. Figuring out your target market is key. Who do you want to sell to? Then make products that will attract and appeal to that client, while also making sure that you're staying true to yourself in the process. Reshma has a beautiful style, and she's making stitch markers that I have never seen anywhere else before. She has an art background, and that is actually helping her make stitch markers that look like pieces of art. They are absolutely beautiful. I have a little set of some of her first ones that she did with some beautiful flowers on them, and I love them so very much. But she is sticking true to who she is as a maker and bringing that to the world. So when you're looking into doing your own handmade business, think about Anna and Reshma and some of the skills that you already have, some of the things that you have a background with or an education with, and how can you bring that to the table and how can you convert that into something for crocheting and knitting. Another way to earn money is through social media. So obviously you can make money from being on YouTube, but you can also now make money through TikTok and through Instagram. TikTok has opened the door for creators to start making money for creating content for their platform, and it is a really exciting thing. Now, if TikTok's not your thing, you can also start getting paid on Instagram. This is very new on Instagram, and it is being offered to some people and not other people, and they're not really sharing who is eligible to be monetized on Instagram or not. But recently, I got a little message from Instagram on my homepage that said something like, if you start creating reels for the month of August, you can earn a bonus of up to $500. Now, I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work, but guess what? I've started making reels on Instagram. If you already have an Instagram account, go ahead and start looking into whether or not you can be monetized. And if that is offered to you from Instagram, don't ignore it, because you actually could start getting paid. Now, if you haven't gotten that message or you're just starting out on Instagram, don't fret. There's a lot of great information out there on how to get started on Instagram and how to grow your platform. But one of the best things you can do is to start nurturing relationships with other crocheting and knitting accounts about the size of yours. Another way to make money from crocheting and knitting is through affiliate marketing. So when you buy products and you love them and you share them with others, there's a chance that that company might have an affiliate program where you can make a commission if people buy that product based on your recommendation. When I leave links in my YouTube videos and on my blog posts for different products, there's a good chance that it is an affiliate link, which means that if you purchase it at no cost to you, I will earn usually a pretty small commission, but it means that I will make money from recommending products that I love, and I would recommend them anyway, but it's nice to be able to make a little bit of money, and every little bit adds up. So there are different affiliate programs. There is obviously the Amazon affiliate program, but you need to make sure that you're looking at all the fine print. Now, Amazon is one of the lower paying commissions out out there, but because it is such a worldwide company and it is global and so many of us purchase things from Amazon, it is hard to ignore that platform. There are yarn companies that offer affiliate programs, there are craft stores, there are a lot of other places that offer them. So make sure when you buy a product, maybe go to their website and check to see if they have an affiliate program, because you could be making money from recommending products that you already know and love. Another way that you could make money from crocheting and knitting is becoming a tech editor. There are actually classes online that will teach you how to become a tech editor. And if you don't even know what a tech editor is, it's a person who goes through a designer's pattern and corrects mistakes and help them to write it in the language of crocheting and knitting and making it technically correct. So it is a wonderful way for you to make money and also grow your own skills in writing patterns. There are some great classes out there and I will leave links for them in the description box below, but it would be a wonderful way, especially if you're that kind of person who loves spreadsheets and you love crafting, you could combine them together and make money. I hope you enjoyed this video today and that it got your wheels spinning a little bit about how you can make money from crocheting and knitting. And in the comment section below, please let me know which ways you're already making money from your crocheting and knitting, especially if it's something that we didn't talk about today and you have something really unique that you're doing. I would love to hear about it, and I know other people would love to read that in the comment section below. But as always, if you would give this video a like, you would subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification to know exactly when I publish a new video. And also stay safe out there and happy stitching.